UFOs. Summary for May 2023. Image taken from an open source. In one of my articles, namely on March 2, I wrote that this year there is an incredibly high activity of unidentified flying objects, UFOs, around the world. What this activity is related to is still not very clear. In this article, I will describe the latest events related to these objects, and I will begin with an incident that occurred near Tver. On May 2 in Tver region, several radar stations at once fixed an object at 7 km altitude, which approximately with a speed of about 40-60 km, H was moving towards Moscow. Immediately, the air defense forces were alerted and a fighter jet was airborne. On approaching the object abruptly changed its direction and significantly increased its speed, according to some sources reaching Mach 1, 1 Mach 1, 1 Mach 1193 km. And in a few seconds the object disappeared from all radars, which allowed to exclude the UAV and the spy. On May 4th in Florida, an ultra-fast UFO accidentally caught on camera while trying to capture an unusually beautiful sunrise. The link will be in the description. The object was moving at high speed when it suddenly stopped in mid-air, and a short time later raced in the opposite direction at a speed that baffled even physicists. On May 10, a mysterious and unexplained incident occurred in the skies over Okinawa, Japan. On Wednesday evening around 8:30 p.m. local time, passersby noticed burning objects of unknown origin moving slowly in the sky. Video footage taken by witnesses shows at least 2 objects leaving a long trail of fire behind them. Specialists are not yet able to determine the exact origin of these objects and their nature. The trajectory was not like a comet or meteor, and the fiery tail was longer than an ordinary meteor. Scientists continue to study the data and analyze photo and video materials to find out what it really was. This is not the first sighting of unidentified flying objects in Japan. According to Japan's National Institute for Scientific Research, more than 2,000 UFO sightings have been reported in Japan over the past 10 years. We cannot rule out the possibility that these were UFOs, said Hiroaki Takagi, a UFO research expert. It could be a new kind of UFO or even an alien ship. We must continue research to learn more about the origin of these objects. On May 13, a UFO was sighted in Poland. The Polish Defense Ministry said that an object had been detected in Polish airspace coming from Belarus. Polish military suggested that it might have been a reconnaissance balloon, the ministry said on its Twitter page. The object was tracked until it disappeared from radars near Ryfyn in Kujawsko, Pomorskie Voivodeship. There is no exact information as to what kind of object it was. Dozens of flights at Gaziantep Airport in Turkey were canceled on May 20 after a UFO was discovered in the airspace. According to the local portal Haberler, UFOs were spotted by the crews of 2 passenger planes. The pilots reported the situation to the Air Traffic Control Center of Gaziantep, the portal writes. According to it, the detection of the object has also been confirmed by air traffic controllers. The number of UFO sightings around the world has increased dramatically. Why does this happen, and what was flying in the sky above Krasnoyarsk? For some unknown reason in February 2023, there was a sudden increase in UFO activity, and reports of flying objects began to come from all over the world. China, the United States, Ukraine, Turkey, Russia, Canada. This is not a complete list, because after it became clear that this phenomenon has a mass character, the governments of all countries have ceased to advertise or give official confirmation of the occurrence of UFOs. Recently, UFOs have been spotted over China. In some countries, there have even been collisions of military aircraft with unknown objects. So, for example, there are confirmed cases of combat sorties, for example, in the skies over Canada. The United States, as well as the air forces of China, were preparing to shoot down a UFO, but whether there was a direct collision in the Chinese sky, it is not known for sure. There is also a case of an UFO sighting over Russia which took place in Krasnoyarsk on January 31. Officially, the flying object was recognized as a meteorite, but in this case, there are some oddities. For example, residents saw a flash, but the blast wave and sound from the explosion were not heard by all eyewitnesses. Some residents say there was a pop and a slight vibration. Others say that the flash was silent. This effect is similar to a man-made explosion, which is somewhat directional in nature. so the blast wave was perceived differently in different parts of the city. If there is a chaotic meteorite explosion, however, the blast is directed in different directions, and in such cases the clap is heard everywhere. For example, the shockwave from the Chelyabinsk meteorite twice circled the Earth. The nature of the explosion is fundamentally different. Here is an eyewitness account of the events in Krasnoyarsk. This is a rare meteor, bright. The impression is that it was not a natural rock but space debris. By the way, it flew slowly, and for a long time was falling apart, most likely some last stage of a launch vehicle, or an old satellite. But this is only a hypothesis. There is no direct evidence. These and some other cases that I haven't mentioned in this article took place. What of this UAV, weather probe, spy satellite, alien ship? Time will show, and we have it very difficult now. So I suggest to keep a positive attitude and vigilance. After all, perhaps you will be a witness to the appearance of UFOs. The event was captured on video with amazing clarity, which increased the number of interested viewers and UFO fans. Moreover, the speed and maneuverability of the object caused awe in viewers, leaving behind only a trail of mystery and excitement in the community.
There it is.
While all remains speculation, one thing is certain. This event has raised many questions about what we know about the universe and its possible life forms. Perhaps in the near future, we will learn more about what happened at Deerfield Beach that morning when the world saw a UFO. A UFO has been spotted on the coast in Florida. A link to the video you will see in the description. The Florida morning sunshine was one of the most spectacular in Deerfield Beach history. At 6:13 a.m. on May 4, 2023, a YouTube camera captured live footage of a UFO. The object, which was moving at speed, stopped suddenly in midair before catapulting in the opposite direction at a speed that even raised doubts among physicists. This UFO sighting sparked much discussion and speculation on the web. Some skeptics have suggested that it was just a drone, while others believe it was some kind of secret military project. But there are also those who believe it is evidence of extraterrestrial life.